Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling the Magi Method. You can find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the generous folks who buy me a cup of tea. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment. So Meghan is reading her book, The Bench, on YouTube. In 3 days, it has 290,000 views, which is very good, but she's getting ratioed. She has 7.3 thousand likes and 15,000 dislikes, and they're not editing these yet. So I just checked yesterday, and it was 7,000 likes and 13,000 dislikes. So the dislikes have increased 2,000, and the likes have only increased 300. So people are very interested in what Meghan is doing, but for the wrong reasons. So the obvious question is the public turning against her because twice as many people dislike the reading of this book publicly as like it? That's very interesting. And another one popped up by this same YouTube channel. They have authors just read their books. And it was 3,500 views. So 3,000 views compared to 290,000 views. Okay, one Meghan Markle reading is worth, I don't know, 100, or about 90 regular readings. So there's a lot of interest in Meghan. But is the public turning against Meghan because she got ratioed? Big time. That's called getting ratioed. Is the public turning against her? That's in hopes and fears. 8 spades is in hopes and fears, so maybe not as bad in that position. So do we see the public turning against Meghan? Crossroads. Literally, they're at a crossroads. They haven't turned against Meghan, but they're at a crossroads. They're like, yay or nay. And once people choose against you, it's really hard to get them to change their minds. Once they're chosen for you, they'll put up with so much crap. Okay, and this is how relationships work. Women and men get together, and the women love the men, and then after they've got them hooked, then they start changing them, you know, and it can be just hell. That's from my perspective as a man, and that's you know, once you make up your mind and you're committed, then it takes a lot to change that. 4 diamonds. It's a solid foundation. And she's related to the royal family now. 19, again, 5 clubs, 5 clubs. So they're kind of trying to decide whether or not they still like Meghan. Incubus, succubus, it really looks like everything she does is selfish. And I think they like Harry. People still like Harry. I know a lot of you will disagree, but I think that King of Hearts man, that's on the mind of the people, whether they're turning against her, is Harry. Harry's there. And lovers, the close relationship. This can be literally Harry is in, you know, a lover's relationship, a marriage with Meghan. But Meghan just seems completely selfish, but they're related to the royal family. Messages, mustard seed, very emotional messages. So people in events, they are still forgiving Meghan, feeling that she's just an overly emotional person. Okay, but a lot of her actions seem very calculated. You know, like getting rid of Trevor. Who's the real person? Is she, you know, the way she got rid of her first husband, Trevor Engelson, who is now helping one of these biographers, I think Andrew Morton. He's thrown in his 2 cents there. He's broken his silence. Okay, so she was very cruel to Trevor Engelson. Scapegoat. This is in hopes and fears, casting out, disliking. Okay, so we have two dislike cards, and we have in the middle at the crossroads and going forward. They're gonna wait and see how it goes in the future. And Meghan and Harry are gonna keep peddling this hate narrative against the royal family, and I think nobody likes that. The royals definitely don't like that, and I think the public doesn't like it, and it's a loser. You know, I'm a victim, my name is Meghan, I'm a victim, and you're mistreating me. So I just think that's not working. So the public has not yet turned against her. I think Hollywood has already turned against her because she hasn't proven herself, her and Harry. But the public has not yet turned against them. They've still got that royal shine, but and I think they haven't turned against Meghan because of Harry, and that's what that looks like to me. They still think Harry's a good bloke. They still like him. Okay, is Meghan about to write another children's book? Is that why she's making this video? Okay, in the medium that she hates, that you have to stay away from it. It causes mental illness and suicide. You know, that's the nonsense that Harry and Meghan are preaching, and yet everything they tell you not to do, they're doing. Okay, and that's with all of these woke monsters. They're all doing, you know, those who scream racism the loudest, they're the racists. And that's what we're seeing. So is she about to come out with another children's book? Oh my goodness, there's a devil there. Because Fergie has written 2 children's books. Now, Will and Kate are not writing children's books. They're writing, Kate put out a photographic book. Okay, basically England, a snapshot of England and what's going on in England. It's a celebration of England, which is what the royals do. They celebrate Britain, and that's what they should do. But Fergie is the one putting out children's books. She's got 2 children's books out. I think they're doing okay. And she writes them as Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York. Okay, exactly the way Meghan writes everything as Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex. And so she seems to be copying Sarah Ferguson. What do we have here? Is she about to come out with another children's book? Home, outside events, outside influence, and inheritance. 10 is completion. 4 hearts is family and friends and like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, maybe, and Finger of God. 11 and 10, 21. She may be coming out with a family-oriented book. It's okay, children's book, family-oriented. Now, a child is Jack of Hearts, but kind of another family-oriented book. The first book, The Bench, celebrates her family, Harry and Archie, you know, and the male has red hair and the child has red hair. They look like Harry and Archie in the cartoon. What's underneath? Devil and 6 diamonds. Many people and the devil. No. 4 clubs. 4-leaf clover and butterfly. Okay, this is opportunity. Something is going to transform and create an opportunity, and she's not going to put this book out right away, and the people are having a negative view of her. Okay, so she's getting ratioed. Like I said, she's got twice as many dislikes as she has likes. People are not loving Meghan right now. They're just not. So I think she's going to hold off because of the ratioing. But I think she already has another children's book written. I mean, they're like 20 pages long. How hard can that be? You can sit down and write a children's book in one sitting. You should feel inspired, okay? And if you write any book, you should feel inspired. But to write 20 pages, it's like you can do it in like one day if you feel inspired. And then you go over it a couple of times. So I think she has one in the can, but because she's got one already finished, but because of the negative the negative feedback that she's getting, I don't think she's going to put it out right away. But yeah, I think she does. Okay, now it's come out that Meghan donated 500 books to a Harlem school. But they want a donation of $5 for each book. Now, as an author, she can buy them basically at wholesale. I think that's the wholesale price. I'm an author. I can buy my books for a lower price than the list price. Okay, it's the author price. Is it a wholesale price? I don't know. But basically, it was calculated that her author price is like $4.90, and she's taking donations of $5 each. Is there some kind of funny business going on here, or is that just... I want to see what the cards say. Let's look at Meghan and the Harlem School. Is there some kind of funny business with this donation? I mean, is it all on the up and up, or it's just another scam? Meghan. The Harlem School. Wow, devil. Nothing says scam like devil. Oh my goodness. So is there some kind of a scam going on here? Okay, so let's start with the Harlem School because it's easier to read. The devil, definitely a scam card. Fence sitter and home. There's already a relationship there. These are people that she personally knows that she wants to help, and this is how she's helping them. 20, 5 spades, and jack of spades. So it's all dirty pool. Everybody's, it's an insider job. It's an inside job. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. So the Harlem School, she knows these people, and it's an inside job. And something is very dirty about it. Something is very, very dirty about it. Meghan just constantly working it. I just went to work out. I just was running on an ongoing basis. So the scourge is like working out, running, constantly doing the same thing, working really hard, talking in actions to work really hard on a constant basis. 6 and 5, 11, 3, 3, 3. Threes are building actions. She's always trying to get things going, working really hard. She's just a hustler, hustling, hustling, hustling. And this is definitely funny business behind the scenes. This Sun says, Sun exposes everything. This will be exposed, I think. What they're doing will be exposed and people won't like it. And the situation, so 10 spades, Mother Earth, and straight razor, this single thing going on, the circumstance, 22, 23, the relationships and the circumstances will be exposed, and it's going to be disastrous. So the Harlem School is going to have, this Harlem School that got the 500 books, there's going to be some big scandal, and it could be directly related to what Meghan is doing, or it could be there's going to be a big scandal exposing the Harlem School. There's something really wrong over there, and it could be directly what's going on with Meghan, or it could be just something really bad at the Harlem School. Okay, so Fergie is the one writing all the children's books, and Meghan is very jealous of Kate Middleton. I think we've established that, and we've seen it in her face and her actions. Is Meghan kind of directly competing with Sarah Ferguson, Fergie? Okay, because Sarah, she's the children's writer. She's the writer of children's books. So is she, and she said some negative things about Sarah Ferguson after Sarah specifically came out in support of Meghan, which seemed like a really dumb move. I mean, literally no one in the royal family is on Meghan's side, and Meghan comes out and says something nasty about Sarah Ferguson. That's a really dumb move. So is Meghan, we'll put Meghan and Sarah Ferguson, is Meghan directly intentionally trying to compete with Sarah Ferguson about, writing children's books? No. Oh my gosh. Wow. Sarah, or Fergie. Fergie's looking pretty innocent. And those are children. Well, over here, this is committed writing children's books. Okay, and Mustard Seed is literally a book, a message, a document, a formal legal document, a book. So the book, writing books for children, 3 and 11, 14, 4 diamonds. She's into this, and there's nothing. Fergie is not competing with Meghan. Fergie's not competing with Meghan. Okay, over here. What the heck is going on over here? Communication, executioner, ruthless plan that is being carried out, and full stop. 18, 28 plus 3, 28, 31, 8 clubs, the world. So something is really odd with Meghan. No, she's carrying out her ruthless plan. Is she competing with Sarah Ferguson? You know, I would expect, if I'm going to see competition, I would expect Queen of Spades especially, Fox, Queen of Spades, Devil. But Executioner is kind of like the worst. It's such a powerful energy. This is, writing children's books is part of her master plan. Okay, Meghan has a master plan and that she's carrying out. And it's without regard to Harry, it's without regard to anybody. It's Meghan's master plan, and it's only going to benefit Meghan. So she is ruthlessly carrying out her master plan. And part of that master plan is, you know, being seen as like a perfect person who writes children's books and is very compassionate and loving. So I'm going to take the no literally. No, she's not directly competing with Sarah Ferguson, but writing children's books is part of her master plan. And it's very important to her emotionally. And then here we have Cup Overflowing and Cornerstone. Her foundation is just this over-emotional kind of thing. 14, 4 diamonds. Yeah, her foundation is just over-emotionalism. So she's very emotional, very emotionally attached to the money and what she's building, because that's like everything to her. Yeah, so I'm going to say no. Meghan is not intentionally directly competing with Sarah Ferguson as a children's writer. So let's review. Is the public turning against her? They're at a crossroads, and again, I keep getting this in my readings, that the public is still favorable towards Harry. Okay, right on top we had King of Hearts. They still view Harry favorably, and because of that, they're believing that Meghan is just acting out of emotion. She feels hurt, and you know, by Megxit, by leaving the royal family, and so she's just carrying out those emotions and just very upset, and they're giving her the benefit of the doubt. It really looks like because of Harry. Does Meghan have another children's book coming out? But the public hasn't turned against Meghan yet, even though she's getting strongly ratioed. Does Meghan have another children's book coming out? Which is why you would make a YouTube at this time. Yeah, she's got another one in the can. It's ready to come out, but because of the negative reaction to this YouTube, I think she's going to wait. She's definitely going to wait, and another opportunity is going to crop up. Okay, is there something funny with Meghan and the Harlem School? You bet. There's a scandal at the Harlem School. I don't know if it's going to get Meghan. Meghan is very good at passing the buck, and she's not going to take blame for anything. I mean, she and Bill Clinton are the two people who really can't get blamed for anything. But it seems to be, you know, the Clintons, their star has faded. I used to love Bill Clinton myself. I used to think he was a genius, and I do think he's absolutely brilliant, and he did balance the budget. Think about the debt that we have now under President B, and, you know, Bill Clinton balanced the budget. Oh my God, that's like a miracle compared to what we're seeing today with the hyperinflation, which is coming. Is Meghan directly competing with Fergie? No. Fergie's not competing with Meghan, but this is all just part of her master plan. So, yeah, that's what we're seeing. I still think people have a favorable view of Harry in general. Meghan consistently shows as absolutely ruthless in following her master plan to everyone else's detriment. And the public has not decided to turn against her. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment.